Hi YouTube, Kyle from Team Pie for Life here with teammate Vince Campana, and what'd you do this weekend?
We made top 32 at this tournament. They call it the championship. Most of the time we call it nationals, whatever. I ended up playing ABC Therion. Two of us made top 64, two of this deck, and then I made it to top 32. Alright, and then for the spells, I do spells first. I played 20 spells, 20 monsters, no traps except in the side. Set rotation, this card is FTK in this deck. Basically, if you open the right engine, terraforming, Mystic Mine to go with it, 3 Union Hangers, and only 2 Coliseum. We play the 1 mine just in case you have to stall or deck someone out. I did both of that. Yeah, game 1 I played it. Round 1 I played against Diatron, mined him, cracked his board and killed him. And then round 2, game 1 I played against Sword Soul, mined him and decked him out. That was cool. This card's great. So it did its part in getting me to where I ended up losing. One called by, and then to go with this engine, I played Foolish, 2 right, Griffin Rider, 3 enchanters, and this you can also Foolish a piece to make your Regulus live if you have to.
Why only 2 rights?
Well, I had to make room for Gamma, so I cut this to 2, and I cut the Therion Field spell to 2. Also, because you can brick on the Therion Field spell, and I forget what else I cut. Oh no, I was playing 41, so I cut it down to 40, but I had to make room for Gamma for the hand trap lineup. And then 3 Droplet and 3 Prosperity. Some people are playing 2 in this deck. I play 3 because after siding, if you go first, well, if you lose, you side 2 out, keep 1 in, and then if you go first game 3, you put 3 in with your sideboard cards to hopefully see them. Regular guys and the brick. I drew this a couple times, 3 games. The 1 game I drew it, I had the right engines with Regulus, so I was able to play. And hand traps. 3 Ash, 3 Gamma. I also don't play unauthorized reactivation. Through testing, I found that's the other card I cut. I cut that for these in the 3rd pot. And this card in my top 64 match, I was able to break his board. He went Baron, Herald, had Scythe Engrave with Snow Engrave, and I opened this Droplet called by right Union Hanger. I forget what the other card was, but I was able to break his board because of this card.
Any changes to make?
Unfortunately, this deck is not going to be too good much longer, but right now I played it for the last couple months, solving the format of this deck versus other matchups in the meta, and I had everyone figured out except Marine Sets. I didn't play against a single one, but through talking and watching it play, I kind of figured out what to stop versus them. So for the current format, this is probably one of the best, or the best way to play it.
Okay.
Droll, I sided this like 85% of the time. Sometimes it was just a side in, just to maybe stun them 1 turn, and then sometimes you side in. Sometimes when you side this in, you can side out the Gamma or Ash, depending, because if you open this and Ash, they kind of overlap. Sometimes I did that. Sometimes I would side out the 3 Ash to side these in, depending on how many hand traps you want in the deck, because you still want to see some engine pieces. And then 2 Skill Drain, 2 Barrier, and 2 Anti-Spell. The idea here, so when you go, if you have to go first game 3, you switch between these 6 traps based on what deck you're playing against. Like like Dragon Link or Sword Soul or Diatron or Strike or whatever. And then also Skill Drain. My friend Tom told me to try this, and then Friday before I turned my deck list, I added these to it. And basically the idea is if you end your board, you have Skill Drain set with Therion Field spell up, and they Dark Ruler you, Droplet you, then they summon, try and activate effect, you Skill Drain, then they can't beat your board up because all your dudes are big and you have protection from Therion Field spell, and you just win. And back row and Flundries. That's what this is. Sky Striker too, but I never played against one, so. And extra deck. Underworld Goddess, I only really used it one time, but I added Psychic and Punisher. Ink Spider, Bear Keyboard. Access Code. Unicorn, Phoenix IP, Appalooza, and Platinum Gadget. Those are all the links I played. Omega for Gamma. 2 rank 4s. Some people are only playing this. I'm playing both of these because this covers Flundries, Despia, Mirror Match, depending. This is also for the Mirror Match. It just depends. And this covers Dragon Link, Diatron, Salad, and Sword Soul. Because like Sword Soul outs this, no problem. They just bounce it with tennies. So that's why I played those. And 3 ABCs.
Any shoutouts?
Actually, I don't have, well, I guess shoutouts to all the people that know me and just play the game with me and I met through the years. And they know who they are. And that's about it.
Okay. Thank you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.